Hi, and welcome to another Agile Ticketing Solution video training series. Today we're going to learn how to build a package. Packages allow you to bundle multiple events together as one item so that the customer can purchase all of the items using one price. The first thing that you'll need to do is log into administration, and then you're going to choose the sales organization folder you wish to build your events and packages in. For this purpose, I'm going to build a basketball season and series. So I'm going to right click on the folder and select properties. We're going to go to the tree management tab to make sure that packages are selected, templates are selected, events are selected, as well as any other information that you need in here. So I've actually got catalog products selected in here. So this is all of the information that's going to be in this sales organization for us to build our package. Once you've made sure that you've got all of your parameters set for that folder, we're going to go ahead and build events. Now, for this purpose, I've gone ahead and I've taken the liberty of building a bunch of events in here with different dates and times. You want to make sure that you're building these individual events just like a regular single event with regular pricing. But one of the things that you want to make sure that you do is that you create package pricing. So with package pricing, you can either build each individual price that's distributed evenly across all of the events to give you the grand total of what the package is. Or for this purpose, I've created a zero price redemption ticket that will be bundled together as the redemption ticket for that package and building the price as a catalog price. So when you're building your redemption price or even your subscription price under the events, we want to make sure that we allow the package sale. It is check marked. So we're telling the system that this price is actually going to be bundled in a package. And we also want to make sure that we've got this set to level restricted price. What this does is it hides the price from the general public view online for an individual event because we are bundling this all together as a redemption ticket for the package. So since I'm actually building the price as a catalog item, I'm going to go ahead and click on my catalog icon here. And as you can see, I've started building the information for the men's basketball. I've already got my tier inventory here, or my SKU. I have about 5,000 tickets available. So now I'm ready to build the actual price for each of the price types that are out there. So we're going to right click and select new. And we're going to call this the 2016-17 men's basketball adult price. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to create the price just like we normally would for any items that we're building. Since this is a package price that's a grand total of $150, I'm going to go ahead and enter that in. And then I'm going to make sure that I've put it in to the proper redeemed and unredeemed revenue accounts. Now, for this purpose, I don't know that I would normally use just revenue. I would probably build a new account called season subscription to report this revenue to. So now that I've got my price set for the package that we're going to put together, we're going to go ahead and select the $150 price. And I'm going to go ahead and create this as an adult type ticket. And we're going to go ahead and do the same thing that we did for our events and say allow package sales. And we're going to go ahead and select a ticket format for this price. Now, if this is just a means of capturing the money, but you want to actually have the tickets on the events print, We want to keep this at a no ticket print, but we still want to keep allow package sale. So now I'm going to hit apply and add new, and we're going to add this to the various different sales channels that this package and ticket type will be available for. So now that we have our pricing and our events created, we can now go into the package area. And what we're going to do now is we're going to create our package group. So the first thing that you're going to do is right click in the package area and select new. So as you can see here, we don't have any group types. So most of the time, what we recommend is that you're creating a group for that season. So if this is like men's basketball, you want to go ahead and say 2016-17 men's basketball, if you want to have them separated out. Or you can be as generic as you want and just say season package, and that way you can use the group over and over again. It depends on how much detail that you're wanting as far as bundling your groups together and reports. So I'm going to just do men's basketball. And then I'm going to name the package type as 2016-17 men's season package. And that's the internal name. So I'm going to copy this and also paste this in for the external name. The external name is what's going to appear online for this package. Now, if we need to assign any project codes, we could do that here by clicking on the ellipsis and putting a unique project code in there. A lot of our organizations will use that for specific accounting codes. But if you don't have any specific codes or tags that you need to put in, there's no need to fill that out. When you checkmark enforce selection of optional component groups, this allows you to require a certain number of tickets to be purchased through the package. For this purpose, I'm not going to have a minimum or a maximum. I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to leave my display sequence at 0, and we want to make sure that we've got this enabled and that it has required customer checkmarked. Now, when you go in to build packages that are going to be renewed, you will actually need to go into the previous year's package and checkmark allow renewals. You only need to do that when you are ready to actually create a renewal package for the new season. So for this one, because this is a new season that I'm not renewing yet, I'm going to leave that unchecked. If you have reserved seats that you want to allow the customer to choose their seat selections online, you want to make sure that you check mark allow web seat selection. And if you need to group these tickets by certain tiers for renewal purposes, you can do that as well by check marking here. If you need to assign the order customer for each package type, you can do that as well by check marking there, but it's not necessary because we do require that you're assigning at least the name of the person that's purchasing to those tickets. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go into our package types. Now, this is where we will actually go in and create the marketing price of the package. While we've actually built the true price in catalog, this is where we're going to create what the package name is and what the cost is that appears on certain areas online. So I'm going to go ahead and hit apply to save what I've done so far. And then I'm going to right click in this area and select new. So in this area, we want to go ahead and create the package name type. So for instance, if you have multiple types of packages and package prices, such as an adult price versus a child's price, or you have an alumni price versus a student price, you create those different price types and marketing prices here. So I'm going to just click here and I'm going to do regular adult. And then I'm also going to do regular child. So these are my two package types that I can actually create. So I'm going to start off with my adult, and we want a display sequence of 1. And you can see here that we've got a sales line type of admission package. And we're going to keep this as an unrestricted package because we want everybody to be able to purchase this package. We can enforce quantities here as well if we want to make sure that they're only purchasing a minimum or a maximum amount of tickets through this package. And then we're going to enter in our package price. Now remember, when we built the catalog price, we built that at $150. So we want the marketing price to be $150 so that way it shows up online to the customers. You can create specific ticket formats that are for the packages, but since we actually assigned the ticket formats under the events themselves, there's no need to actually assign a ticket type here. If you are setting up a specific promotion code for these packages where they have to enter in a promotion code, you can create that here. Or if there are certain questions that you want the customer to answer when they purchase this package, you can enter that information here as well. So now I have my package type, regular adult, ready to go. The next thing that we'll need to do when we're building all of this is we want to go ahead and we can set our sales channels. I'm going to hold off on that until we actually build our components, and then I'll come back and add the on sale dates here. So we're going to go in and select the delivery methods for this package. So I'm going to go ahead and select e-delivery, and I'm put my default of 999 days before the first event in our package. I'm also going to go in and create my first class mail and set those at 999. But with my packages, because we want to make sure that there's enough time prior to the first event in the package, we want to do a cutoff time for allowing the mail delivery. So I'm going to go ahead and say 10 days before. I'm going to go ahead and hit apply here. Now we're ready to go in and create our event components and bundle everything together. So I'm going to hit OK here. We will come back to this momentarily. But first, we're going to build our component groups. So I'm going to highlight the package, and then I'm going to come down to the component group area, and we're going to right-click and select New. So in this, we're going to go ahead and name this regular adult, or actually adult men's basketball. And you can see here, we can also enforce quantities here as well. But I think I'm going to go ahead and just leave that alone because we really don't want to restrict how many tickets they purchase, especially since we're not doing renewals at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and hit apply. So next we're going to go to the event components tab, and we're going to open up to find the sales organization folder where our events are built. I'm going to select basketball. And since I know that my events are built through the end of 2017, I'm going to do a search and select my end date to be December 31st. So this way, any of the tickets that we are searching for will pull the events that are associated with this date range. The next thing I'm going to do is make sure that my sales line type for those events are in here, and I'm going to go ahead and select admission. And then we are searching for a specific ticket type. So I know that my tickets that I have built for this package is called Season Ticket Regular Redemption. So I'm going to select that, and then we're going to search for the events. So as you can see here, we have all of the events that are in that date range that has that ticket type available. And we want to make sure that we are selecting the correct package type that we are associating. So if you had a child's price or any of your marketing prices that you've built, you would actually have multiple package types listed in this dropdown. So I'm going to go ahead and select my regular adult, and I'm going to select all of my events by highlighting and then hitting the shift key to select all of the events that needs to be in this package. Once I have everything highlighted, we're going to go ahead and hit add selected. So you can see here that my regular adult package is right here, and all of my events with my dates and times are added to this package. So when I go down here to see the box office prices, you can see that there's a 0 type. Now, of course, if you built prices under each individual event, you would see the prices populate here. But since we actually added this as a catalog price, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit apply first, and then I'm going to click on the catalog components so we can do the same thing. So I'm going to click on the season package sales line type, and I'm going to look for my adult season ticket and do search, and I'm going to select that information here. There's my price and the package that I've set up under the catalog area. And then I'm going to select my package type and add selected. So now here you can see I've got $150 that's part of this adult package. Next, I'm going to go ahead and hit apply. Now, one of the things that you can do is we do have some organizations that will set a parameter of how many tickets in that package they need to purchase. So for instance, let's say that with this package for $150, they only have to pick 2 of the events out of all of these. So with that, we're going to uncheck all of the mandatories, and then we just check mark the one item that is mandatory, which is our catalog item. And then the customer can then pick and choose based on the parameters and multipliers that you actually have added in here. So I'm going to go ahead and click here, and we can go back to the general tab and say that they have to actually select 1 of the events and a maximum of 3 of the events. Or we can say they have to have 3 of the 6 events available. So this allows the customer then to see that here's all of the dates, and they can pick and choose what 3 dates they want for their package. So the next thing that you'll need to do is you'll need to go back up into our package area and select properties. And we will need to set our on sale dates and times for the sale in the sales channel area. So we're going to select the different sales channels that we're going to have available. We want to make sure that we've got our end date out there for when the package goes off sale. I'm going to go ahead and hit apply. And then the next thing that we want to make sure is that we've got the access buyer types set up correctly. So the access buyer types for packages is very important, especially when you are dealing with renewals versus new purchases. So usually for a renewal period, we want to make sure that only the renewal buyer types are selected as the access buyer types. For this purpose, I'm going to go ahead and just put all of them over here because we're not doing a true renewal for this package, but these are the price. These are the sales channels that the prices are set up under. So this now will allow us to have everything on sale for this package. Once you've created your packages and you've built everything and bundled everything together, you'll need to create your entry point group that points to the different packages. And to do that, you want to check out our tutorial on how to create a package entry point. Thanks for joining us today. If you have any other questions or need more information, you can join us on our community page, search for information on our knowledge base, or email our support team at support@agiletix.com.